Thank you for coming out this morning on this hot, muggy day. We have gathered here today because in a little over an hour, the Jersey City Municipal Council will cast its final vote on a wage theft prevention ordinance and will hopefully become the 5th municipality in the state of New Jersey to adopt such a measure. I'm pleased to be joined by members of the City Council today who are strong supporters of this legislation. To my right, I have the Ward B Councilman, Kemraj Chico Ramshal. To my left, I have the Ward A Councilman, Frank Kajewski, and my fellow at-large Councilman, Councilman Danny Rivera. In addition to the Council, this ordinance is possible because of some key individuals and organizations. I want to acknowledge, first of all, Newark Councilman at-large, Eddie Osborne. Everyone knows that Newark, New Jersey has been a key partner to Jersey City in combating crime and making our streets safe. My friend, Councilman Osborne, true to his background as a labor leader and a champion for working families, Councilman Osborne has shown real leadership in introducing and passing a wage theft ordinance July 1st in Newark, where they became the 4th municipality in the state. I'm also here with workers and labor advocates, including New Jersey Working Families, New Labor, New Jersey Immigrant Justice Alliance, and Filipino Workers Justice. Over the past 2 years, Jersey City has seen incredible economic growth. 6,000 residential units under construction, over 12,000 more units in development. With all this development, new businesses and services are popping up to meet the needs of Jersey City's growing populations. And we chose this site and this location here at the pedestrian mall, which symbolizes that continued growth and expansion here in Jersey City. And the new restaurants, beauty salons, bars, and other businesses that are popping up here in Jersey City. In the wake of all this incredible growth in Jersey City, we know that throughout the nation, one of the most pressing issues is the stagnating wages and growing income disparities. As people work harder, they find it more difficult to bring home more pay to simply keep pace with increasing costs. In Jersey City, we're doing something about that. Let there be no doubt about it, Jersey City is the economic engine of New Jersey. As Jersey City grows, we do not intend to leave anyone behind in the city's prosperity. This wage theft prevention ordinance protects Jersey City businesses and workers by deterring bad actors who aren't playing by the rules and rewards those businesses that are playing by the rules. If you are a restaurant in Jersey City that is skimming tips or underpaying workers in the kitchen, there are potentially consequences. If you're a retailer licensed by the city and fail to pay legally mandated overtime, there will be consequences. Jersey City workers can take comfort in knowing that they have some recourse when they feel they have been cheated of their fair share of wages. With that being said, allow me to introduce our important and progressive partners to share a few words of their own about wage theft prevention. They have been the driving forces behind this legislation, and I want to acknowledge each of them and thank them personally for their leadership in advocating for this. First, I'd like to bring up Lou Kimmel, the Executive Director for New Labor.
Thank you, Councilman Navarro. How's everyone doing today? Pretty good? I'm pretty excited because Jersey City is poised to become the 5th city in New Jersey to pass an anti-wage theft ordinance. So I'd like to thank City Council for taking a stand on that, the way we've done in New Brunswick, Princeton, Highland Park, and Newark previously. My name is Lou Kimmel. I'm the Executive Director at New Labor. We are a worker center with over 2,500 members throughout the state. We've been fighting wage theft since the beginning. We're also part of the New Jersey Alliance for Immigrant Justice, who's here with us today as well in this fight against wage theft. Organizationally, we and groups like Unity Square have been pushing anti-wage theft ordinances throughout New Jersey. And we do have some members here in Jersey City who have also been victims of wage theft as well. So we do know that this ordinance will be a great tool to help them to be able to collect when they're not able to do so because the employer simply doesn't want to pay them just because, right? Workers should not have to go to work and work for free, right? Just because the employer doesn't want to pay them. At the same token, good businesses that are doing the right thing should not have to be undercut by unscrupulous businesses that are doing the wrong thing by not paying their employees. So again, we give kudos to the Jersey City Council for taking up the issue of wage theft and fighting today to become the 5th city in New Jersey to pass an anti-wage theft ordinance. Thank you, everyone.
Now I'd like to bring up Johanna Kale, the Program Coordinator for the New Jersey Immigrant Justice Alliance.
all. So my name is Joanna Calle. I'm the program coordinator of the New Jersey Alliance for Immigrant Justice. Our alliance has 25 member organizations across the state, as well as many partners who have been tirelessly working to make sure that New Jersey is a state that embraces all of its residents. Cities across the state continue to pass common sense, meaningful policies that improve the lives of immigrants in New Jersey. Jersey City has the largest and most diverse immigrant population in the state, and today they will act accordingly. We applaud City Council President Navarro and the Council for taking the leadership to make sure that all workers are protected from unscrupulous employers. Immigrant community members work hard and to support their families, and they count on wages to make ends meet. Not getting paid for working hard is unacceptable. In a country where we stand for equality and justice, employers who insist on getting free labor must be accountable, and they must pay the wages that they owe. We thank New Jersey Working Families and other partners who are putting this issue forward and making sure the voices of working people are being heard in every city council across the state. Thank you.
And the last speaker before I also introduce my council members is from the New Jersey Working Families, Craig Garcia.
Hi, Craig Garcia from New Jersey Working Families. This is a really exciting day for us. We've been working with organizations like New Labor to pass wage theft ordinances like we're seeing here today in Jersey City. This is very exciting. It's the second anti-wage theft ordinance we're seeing in just 2 weeks. We thank in Newark Councilman Osborne Ramos for passing the Newark ordinance, and we praise the leadership of Council President Rolando Navarro here today for working to get this anti-wage theft ordinance passed. This wage theft ordinance will be a really powerful tool to help prevent wage theft by ensuring that the city has the power to revoke business licenses for employers who fail to comply with the law and don't pay their workers according to what they're owed. This ordinance couldn't be done without the kind of leadership that we see between local government and community groups coming together and leading the way. Just like over about 2 years ago, we saw Newark and Jersey City move forward and pass the Earned Sick Days legislation. We're here again today to see these two wonderful cities moving forward and passing these pro-workers initiatives while we don't see such wonderful initiatives moving forward yet on the state level. This is really paving the way and showing that more needs to be done in the state, and we praise the leadership that's being seen here today. So thank you.
And so, as I said, shortly we'll be going into the City Council chambers to cast our votes for this. And this measure will be adopted today at the City Council. I have every confidence that will. It's because of strong supporters on the City Council that I know this is going to be possible. And so I want to give them each an opportunity to say a few words. First, I'll start with the Ward B Councilman, Kemrush Chico Ramshal.
Thank you, Council President. Again, good morning, and thank you all for coming out here this morning. I want to thank Council President Rolando Navarro to introduce this measure. It's a great piece of legislation, and I will support this legislation. I'm a product of immigration reform, sit on the City Council, and I can't tell you how many phone calls Council President, my colleagues, and myself get regarding wage theft. And this is a great piece of legislation, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I thank my colleagues who in supportive of this legislation. Thank you, guys, and God bless you all.
Now I'll bring up Ward A Councilman Frank Kajewski.
Thank you, Rolando. Good morning. And I think it's obvious on its face that this legislation is both fair and just, that anyone who works and earns a salary are entitled to that money. And anybody that holds it back is entitled to consequences. So this is an important step going forward to make sure that someone who earns a good salary gets that money. So I'm 100% supportive of this, and you'll see that at the vote shortly in City Hall. Thank you very much.
And lastly, not least, the Councilman at Large and an advocate for Hispanic and immigrant communities, Councilman Danny Rivera.
Good morning. Again, I want to thank Rolando Navarro for presenting this good piece of legislation. It's something that It's extremely unique, and I'm very happy to have to know that the city of Jersey City, its council members, we have the backs of the workers within our city. And obviously we know that our businesses here, we hope they're not practicing any bad stuff, but you know, it's good to know that we, the city council, the administration of the city of Jersey City, are proactively looking so that, you know, bad practices don't happen. So like Councilman Frank Gajewski said, in a few minutes we're going to go inside and vote on this legislation, and I think it's going to be a good legislation for the city of Jersey City, and can't wait to see it happen. Take care.
I just want to bring up an individual who's been integral and important to this process as well. He's a local advocate for workers, Yves Nibunko, with the Filipino Workers Project. Yves?
Good morning, my name is Yves from the Filipino Immigrants and Workers Organizing Project. And first of all, I really want to thank the City Council of Jersey City for standing behind workers, right? In most cases, workers don't even complain, right, and file their claims against wage theft because of fear and because they think that no one is, gonna support them. With if the anti-wage theft ordinance is passed here in Jersey City, it sends a very strong signal that the Jersey City local government is fully behind workers' interests, right? And workers can truly claim this city as theirs also, right? Workers can proudly say that they can, claim this city as well. So again, thank you to the City Council, and thank you, Council President Rolando Lavaro.
Thank you. So before I open up for questions, I just wanted to acknowledge also Jersey City businesses, particularly the historic downtown SID, which was generous enough to allow us to be here on this pedestrian mall and to work together with us on this. And I want to acknowledge all of the SIDs and local businesses who have expressed their support for making sure that bad actors in Jersey City that there's legislation to check bad actors here in Jersey City. This wage theft prevention ordinance begins to restore the idea that a Fair's Day work deserves a Fair's Day pay. And here in Jersey City, as Yves said, workers can know that their city government is on their side. Continuing to lead the way as we did with earned sick days previously, and making sure that working families get their fair share and are protected in Jersey City's largest urban cities. With that, I want to thank all of my council colleagues for your kind words, but most importantly, thank you for standing up for workers in Jersey City and in the state of New Jersey. I vote aye.